Hey guys, it's Tarot and Beyond. Today I have a very special announcement, and I have been holding this back for a couple of weeks now. I'm so freaking excited. I have created an oracle deck. It's called the Synchronicities Oracle. The concept behind this deck is all of the synchronicities that I've been tracking over several years and using those through imagery or symbolism to represent what those synchronicities mean. There's no guidebook, there's no words, there's no explanations. Everything is just imagery. And the point of this is so that we can learn through intuitive development to free associate what those meanings are for us, how they're showing up in context in our reality, what that means for us personally. So it's not like a general meaning type of deck. It's going to be very, very personal and subjective for you. But these are some of the synchronicities that Spirit has shown me over the years, and some that I've thrown in just because it felt intuitively like I needed to add them. So this is the Synchronicities Oracle. There's 130 cards in this deck. This is just a rough draft that I came up with and I wanted to use for myself in the readings. So I'm really excited to use these in the reading today. We're going to be looking at synchronicities in your life and how these may be playing out right now. So we've got the three groups as usual. Group number 1 is the ticket card. Group number 2 is eggshells, and group number 3 is the astronaut. So select the group or the card that feels like it is calling to you. Use the timestamps below or the chapters to jump ahead, and we'll see you in your readings. All right, hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the ticket card. Yes, there we go. It's going to focus a bit better if I hold it there. So these tickets remind me of like fairgrounds or going to the fair, getting tickets. It can also be about admittance to something, right? So that's initially what I'm getting, but let's take a look at some more of the Synchronicities Oracle. Okay, you have the martini glass. I was going to say that this is also reminding me right now of when you get a drink ticket at an event and you go to the bar and you hand the ticket in and then you get a drink. And I didn't say it. It was in my head. I got to learn to do that. I got to learn to say literally everything that comes into my head in a reading, because sometimes I'll filter it and then it's relevant. So you've got the martini glass, which can talk about going to some kind of a social event, a classy social event, that there may be drink tickets. So there's a synchronicity around this. If you've been seeing martini glasses, if you've been seeing glasses in general, usually this can indicate some kind of a social gathering, or that you need to cut loose, you need to relax, maybe you need a vacation, or there's going to be an event coming up, like I said. What else? The wine glass as well. So yeah, anytime that Spirit shows me glasses, wine glasses, martini glasses, cocktail glasses, it's usually because there's some kind of an event coming up that I'm not aware of yet. And then by the time it comes around, I'm like, okay, I know what you were referencing. Sometimes it's weeks in advance. They're like, you're going to get an invite to something and you should go. Or it can be like, you need to relax. You need to chill out. You've been working too hard. You need to take a night off or a weekend off or something like that. I'm also seeing the martini glass. Okay, let me just set this card aside so I don't forget it. I'm also seeing the martini glass being empty and the wine glass being half full. I don't know why. It just doesn't want to focus unless I hold it in front of my face. It likes my face, you guys. It loves my face. You know that saying, glass half empty? That's kind of what I'm seeing here too. It's like there's something about the glass being empty or the glass being half full. So optimism is going to be important here. There's 2 tickets, and now they're playing the song Ticket to Ride in my head. What even is that song? I got a ticket to ride. And I was saying something about like fairgrounds. Feels like fun. This feels like fun to me, and optimism after a period of feeling depleted or burnt out, possibly working yourself too hard. And Spirit is like, hey, you deserve a break. You need to take some time out. You need to chill, group number 1, because it feels like you've been work all the time. And you're getting these particular synchronicities from this deck because you need to relax. You need to have fun. You need to go out. You need to socialize in some way. Okay, you've got the stool. The bar stool. Literally, like Spirit is saying, hey, maybe it's time to just go out to the bar. Drinking in moderation is okay. Spirit has taught me that like in excess, it's not good, right? Because it's the intention or the energy of the action that dictates whether it's in alignment or out of alignment. And I know that me personally, Spirit has taught me, like, alcohol is not good for you in most cases, but sometimes it helps you to let loose. It helps you to be a little bit more at ease, a little less inhibited in moderation. And it's helping, it helps, in my past anyway, it definitely helped me to connect with people. I don't need it as much anymore. I'm more social just naturally now, but in my past, it definitely helped me to connect with people, to socialize, and to communicate in a more open and authentic way. So that can also be what Spirit's talking about: having fun, socializing, communicating authentically, striking up conversations. Like I'm being reminded of the last time that I was at a bar. I went to go watch a hockey game. Nucks won, yes. And I was sitting at the bar and some random guy, old man named Randy, started chatting me up. And it's just like one of those things where having social interaction with your fellow human beings, even if it's superficial, even if it's kind of like small talk, there's something about that can be healing, especially if you're looking at it from this glass half full perspective. It's just human connection is kind of what I'm seeing. And I think connecting with yourself while you're having fun is going to be part of this, group number 1. Let's get some more cards. The Pond. Okay. I got to get used to holding it in front of my face. The Pond. I'm hearing the word quagmire. Yeah, and that's what some like swampy things are, right? It's a quagmire. It can be about feeling stuck, feeling overwhelmed, feeling even like depressed. You know, the empty martini glass can be about depression. So again, I'm feeling like you need to have fun. You need to get out of a funk, group number 1. You're in a funk. I'm feeling like overwhelm from the swamp card. You know, quagmire also reminds me of the character Quagmire from Family Guy. Quagmire is notoriously a playboy and he likes to party, right? So there's something about the positive aspects of that. Obviously, everything in moderation, and we need to be responsible and accountable. We need to be in alignment with our actions. But too much of anything can become a bad thing. And I feel like too much work is a bad thing. Too much play is also a bad thing. So it's like finding the balance here is what Spirit's talking about for you, group number 1. You need to find the balance. The 4 legs of the stool really just talked to me about stability. And it's like, if you didn't have that stability, then you're going to sink in the quagmire and you're going to get lost and stuck in the mud. That's not good. That's not good for you. That's not good for anyone. So you've got 2 tickets to ride right now. Maybe you're going to meet someone out and you're going to strike up a conversation, and it's really going to kind of like pull you out of a funk. If you've been in a funk, especially. If you haven't, then this could just be that you're going to be opening up and having more fun in the coming days or weeks, right? And Spirit just wants you to know that, because it is going to help you to have more stability in your life overall, because it's going to be more balanced. The Fountain. Okay. The Fountain. The Fountain can talk about replenishment and renewal. It's like the water is on in the fountain and it's continually piping through, right? It just keeps going and it cycles and filters in on itself. It can also talk about wish fulfillment. And, you know, it's like throwing a penny in the fountain and wishing for something. And it will come true. It will come true if you have faith, group number 1. It will come true if you remain optimistic. And I think that what Spirit's talking about here is that to remain optimistic, you also need to have fun. You need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to get out of this like stuckness and get back into flow again. Because we have 2 examples here of water. One of them is stuck and stagnant. One of them is perpetually flowing. And it's like, which one are you in right now? Which one are you in? You got a ticket to flow again is what it feels like. You've got the candle too? Candle? Okay. I heard new flame. Yeah. I think for some of you, group number 1, if this resonates, you're going to be going to a bar or some kind of a social event or, something fun that you're invited to, and you're going to meet someone. It's going to kindle something within you. It could be platonic. It could be romantic, because new flame, I mean, yeah, it can definitely be romantic. So if you're looking for someone and you've kind of been stuck, this could be the opportunity that you're looking for, or that Spirit is encouraging you to participate. So if you get an invite to something and it feels right, even if there is a little bit of resistance to it or hesitancy, take that leap of faith. push yourself out of your comfort zone, or just go, because first of all, you'll have fun. Second of all, it will replenish your energy. And third of all, it's going to connect you with some really cool people or one very special person. Okay, you have the exit card in reverse. That's so weird. Yeah, it's reversed, but like on the camera, it almost looked like it was upright for some reason. So I'll take it either way. But the exit sign can talk about leaving something, getting out of something. Let me just see what else you have. The sextant. Okay. Okay. These two together feel significant. The exit sign can talk about leaving the matrix when we're talking about like timelines and very high level lightworker stuff. Leaving the matrix, exiting the matrix, getting out of a dysfunctional timeline that was keeping you swamped or stuck, and getting back into the flow again, replenishing your vital force energy, relighting the flame. Could be something about twin flames as well, because the 2 drinks, the 2 tickets, the flame feels significant here. Now, the sextant can talk about some kind of distortions. I won't go too much into detail on that, but it can talk about distortions that need to be removed. And if this is related to alcohol in some way, in a dysfunctional sense, like using alcohol as a tool that is keeping you stuck, then of course you need to take it as it resonates for you and you'll know how it applies. But there's something about getting out of a situation, whether it's in the context of getting out of a situation where you've been stuck and not socializing, not connecting to people, or getting out of a situation where you're relying on alcohol in a dependent fashion and it's keeping you unstable or stuck in that regard. But I'm seeing you getting out of something. You're going to get some freedom here. Freedom. Yes. Freedom to explore as well, because the sextant can also refer to exploration, navigation. Specifically, it was used by sailors at sea to find the position of the stars in context to the horizon, which would give them an indication of the direction they were going or where they needed to go. So it's like finding your position, your current position, and the direction you need to go in to get out of a situation that may have been limiting, keeping you stuck and stagnant, restricting your vital force energy flow, and was no fun. Like, that's honestly what it feels like. It's like it was no fun. It's time to get out of that now. It's time to go. We got 2 more here. Oh, yeah. Okay. You've got the scroll. This is one of the only cards that has writing on it. It says the knowledge you seek. And what I meant by this one is like the knowledge you seek is within you. And this scroll, even though it's like an ancient scroll or it's like somewhere in the Library of Alexandria or something like that, it's actually just within you. Everything, all of the knowledge in the Akashic record is accessed within us or can be accessed through us. So this is like infinite wisdom that's within you. Oh, and you also have the tape. For my fellow 80s and 90s babies, you remember cassette tapes. And cassette tapes were a way of listening to recorded information or songs. And I'm seeing, you remember when you'd have to like take a pencil to rewind it manually? There's something about like getting out of a situation where you've had to wind something up or unwind it manually, because I'm seeing that with the scroll too. It's like you roll scrolls up or you unroll them to reveal information. It's the same thing with the cassette tape. You roll it forward or roll it backward to rewind it. So this can also be talking about time. I'm getting like timelines and time trajectories. What? Yeah, the past. You're exiting some past cycles. You're getting out of the swamp. I just keep feeling that very strongly, group number 1. You're getting out of the swamp. You're getting out of some kind of distorted matrix of the mind, and you're freeing yourself in whatever direction that feels like it's going to create more stability for you in your life. And I am seeing a lot more connection. I think that's a huge part of this, is like connecting with the right people at the right time and connecting with yourself as well. You've got the glasses. The glasses talks about seeing things clearly. It's like coming into focus, being able to perceive things accurately. So again, I think this is how you're exiting the matrix, is like you're seeing something clearly. They're also showing me beer goggles in my mind. And it's like once you've had a few drinks, you're not necessarily seeing things clearly. So be mindful of that too. There could be a little bit of a caution there or a warning. Don't go overboard, know your limit, because if you go too much, too fast, what can happen is it becomes fuzzy, right? So there's something about being clear in your mind, clear-headed. So for some of you, that will mean not drinking so that you're not fuzzy in the head. And for others of you, it's having a couple so you can relax and chill the frick out. If you're very tightly wound, it can be helpful to kind of just get out of that initially. It doesn't mean you need to be reliant on it, but it can help sometimes. You have the mouse click. It's like the little arrow. So it can be talking about selecting something. Focus, again, the glasses and the mouse clicker. It's like you're focusing in on something. You're selecting it. You're opening it up. Playing something from the past. They're showing me like an old school computer clairvoyantly in my mind. And like one of those old Microsoft computers, and you'd like click on this file and it would open the file up and you'd be able to watch something from the past. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. So you may be connecting to past versions of yourself or reigniting a past version of yourself that you want to rekindle because it's going to be healthy for you to do so. Yeah, I'm seeing you like rewinding, bringing that part of you forward, acknowledging them, honoring them, and then using that as kind of like a point to triangulate the next direction that you're going to go in. I also just got the word research with these two and this one as well. It's like you're doing research on the past. You're learning something about yourself in the process of kind of going back to what you used to like or what you used to do. Scales. Okay. And see how they're tipped out of balance here. That's what I was getting from the very beginning. So there's several messages that are all coming very fast right now. Spirit, can you slow it down a little bit? Woo, 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 woo. Like, let's slow it right down. Sometimes they give me like 7 messages at once and my brain is like, so the first one that came through very clearly was an imbalance. There's something that needs to be balanced here. Too much of anything is a bad thing, like I was saying before. This is confirmation of that. The second message that was coming through was around twos, groups of two people, 2 significant energies or influences in a situation, and coming together will balance it out. Come on, focus. Coming together will balance it out, or learning to balance something out in a way that gives you clarity is going to help you move forward. There's something about the shadow as well. They're showing me the shadow underneath the scales. So there's something about the shadow self that does need to be acknowledged and balanced out. And I'm also getting the scales of Ma'at. And the scales of Ma'at were in the halls of Amenti. That's where you would go after you died. And your soul was faced with this challenge of weighing the heart against a feather. And if your heart was light as a feather, then you could pass into the afterlife. If it wasn't, you would be eaten by like this crocodile god. So not great. So there's something about releasing the heaviness in the heart from the past, possibly around old relationships, because we are getting energies of 2 here, and recovering from that or healing from that or letting it go. Researching into it, reviewing things from the past, and then being able to exit out of those things. It's like getting closure is kind of the vibe that I'm trying to relay here. Group number 1, you're getting closure on some things from the past, and it's going to renew your energy. Your vital force energy is going to flow so much better. And in that, your heart functions better, your soul is clearer, and you're able to discern very wisely the path forward for yourself that is aligned with your highest expression. That's what's going to help balance everything out for you. You have the princess dog collar. I feel like part of the scales here are about obedience versus disobedience, like doing what you've been told you should do or doing what you want to do. But again, it's like not going to either extreme. It's counterbalancing something that was out of whack. So if you obeyed too much, being a little bit more rebellious, or if you are too rebellious, going a little bit more by structure. And a lot of this is being analyzed from the past. Like, what did you used to do in the past and how do you do it now? And kind of contrasting and comparing those things, reviewing that. It's giving me Mercury retrograde energy. And I know that we're entering into the shadow period of Mercury retrograde at the time that I'm filming this. And I think on April 1st, it's going into retrograde officially. So April Fool's Day, welcome to Mercury retrograde, where you're going to review the past and you're going to go through all of these old social situations in your mind or be confronted with people from your past physically. Because there's an opportunity to review. That's what I'm seeing here, to review and then reorient so that you're in alignment in a more balanced expression. Yeah. Okay. One more. And then you've got the lotus with the Om sign. So very, very spiritual up level that you're going through here. Again, I'm getting exiting out of some kind of a matrix of the mind that was keeping you stuck. Okay, we also have these two. I just felt called to look. Okay, come on, focus camera. There. So this one reminds me of tying up loose ends. Can also be about a present that comes in. And then this is a sage bundle. So cleansing, purifying. You're clearing something out. You're balancing something spiritually. I keep getting like tying up loose ends. You're getting closure on some things. And it's going to all kind of work out in a neat little bow. That's what this one is talking to me about right now. You're going to tie everything up in a neat little bow and you'll be able to move on so that nothing is left straggling behind you as you move into this new cycle or as you exit out of this previous chapter of your life. Things are stable, you're ready to move forward, you're not leaving anything behind unresolved. Yeah, and I think that's why I'm getting that Mercury retrograde energy, is because even if you're watching this in the future and it's not during that period of time or that astrological transit, it's still relevant because the energy is the same. This is a review and restructure and reorganize process that is giving you the opportunity to completely move on from something that was keeping you stuck. That's the vibe I'm getting. It was keeping you stuck. It was not healthy for you at soul level. It was out of whack. It was out of balance. And you're getting a ticket into this old version of you, like a window into your past, so that you can look at these things, see how far you've come, see what you still want to take with you and why, and also what you're ready to leave behind fully. So there's a lot of reorienting and restructuring happening through this process, but ultimately it is going to lead you in the direction you are meant to go, to the people that are right for you, and you are going to just feel so much better about yourself because you're going to be more in alignment and balanced within. As within, so without. So that is what I see for you, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'm so happy to announce the publication of the Synchronicities Oracle. So it's all just created by me. If you guys are interested in purchasing this deck, I will have it available for pre-order at the time that I publish the video here. So if you're watching it, it's ready to go on my website. The link will be in the description box below. I'm going to see how many pre-orders I get, which will dictate when I order and how long it will take to receive them, but I'm hoping it won't be more than like 2 or 3 months to get everything printed out and shipped out to people who order. So if you are one of the first to order, thank you in advance for your patience, because first of all, this is my first time ever publishing a deck, and it's self-published. So I'm kind of like learning as I go. And if you guys have any questions, you can always email me through my website. Links are always in the description box. But yeah, if you want to order or pre-order the deck, that's available now. Thank you so much, guys, for being here on the channel and supporting my work in these various ways. I love and appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right. Hi, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the egg card. Okay, so eggshells. And this is the first time I'm presenting and using my new deck, the Synchronicities Oracle. If you want to hear more about that, stick around until the end of the reading. So you guys chose the eggshells, and this one kind of talks to me about something being born or something has recently hatched. Yes, something has recently hatched and it's quite delicate because it's new, right? It's like a newborn baby or a newborn chick just came out of the egg. It's very fresh. I'm getting spring energy from this too, so Easter could be significant. Yeah, at the time we're filming the reading, Easter's coming up in a couple weeks. So Easter time, or I just heard Easter Sunday. Yeah, Easter Sunday, Good Friday could be significant timing. I don't remember what days those are on. I think they're at the end of March. So something is being born, something is cracking open. It's still in its sort of delicate state, but it's a good start. It's a fresh start is what it feels like for you, group number 2. So pay attention to synchronicities around eggs specifically. Okay. You also have the candle. Group number 1 just had this as well. The candle here. Yeah, I'm getting Good Friday, Easter Sunday, something about candles. It's like religious holidays, religious ceremonies. But the white candle also talks to me about purity, and the 2 cards that you have are both white objects. So this can talk about purity, cleansing. Yeah, they did just give me the word purification. It's what I just said basically. But yeah, something new. That's what I'm really strongly getting here, group number 2. Something new is launching, is being born, or is opening up for you right now. It's a fresh new candle. You're lighting it for the first time, starting something for the first time. Okay, we have a whole whack of cards that just came out. We have the infinity sign, gold infinity sign. Okay, so this is talking about, you have another golden thing as well. Okay, let me talk about these in tandem then, because you have the thumbs up sign in gold. You could be launching something online for some of you. It's going to do very well. Something that you have been working on behind the scenes that you are just now premiering or launching. I'm getting that with the eggshells very strongly, and it's going to become visible with the candle, something that maybe you've even done rituals around this, like manifestation rituals, or you've blessed it with a prayer, something like that could be significant. Something you've prayed for. Oh yeah, something you've prayed for. But yeah, this is golden. I'm seeing like you've got the Midas touch. There we go. You've got the Midas touch, group number 2. So this is going to go very well. It's going to have infinite blessings, or it's going to continue to grow over time is what I'm seeing. People are really going to like this and respond well if this is something that you're doing out in the world or making it public. If this isn't something that you're launching or creating for the first time or doing in some new way, it could just be that you are feeling more confident in yourself and you're showing up in a different way and people are noticing that. I'm seeing that you're radiating light differently. You have the DNA card as well. So you're up leveling your DNA. You're, they're giving me spirals like the infinity sign, the lemniscate, and the DNA. It's like spirals that loop back on themselves. There's something about the way the energy is flowing back on itself in an infinite way. Oh, now they're showing me the chicken and the egg. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? It's an infinite loop. Whoa. This is also about birth and conception, DNA. We replicate something. They're giving me cloning as well, something being replicated. And that's what I mean, like with the infinity sign, it goes on forever. So something that you've created, you can replicate it again and again and again. And it's going to be really successful. People are going to like it. You're going to receive some messages about this or some opportunities or information. This is just a prototype of the deck, you guys. And you can see I need to scale down the sizing. When I had them laid out on the printing, it looked like that was going to fit, but it didn't. So I'm going to fix those things for the official launch. But yeah, you're going to receive some messages here. You might have to fix some things or adjust some things because this thing is still in its infancy, because this thing is still, it's like it's just been conceived or it's just been born. So it's still delicate. It's like a rough draft of something. Feels similar to kind of what I'm doing here with the Synchronicities Oracle. So it could be something like that for you as well. You have the notification bell. These two together, actually all 3 of these can talk about social media. So if you're doing something online, you're going to get a lot of positive feedback about it, and people are going to want to know more, or they're going to be asking you questions, or they're going to be inquiring about this. And you are going to, I'm feeling like you need to be gentle with yourself as you go through this process of birthing. It's like a new you or a project or some kind of a business idea, something like that. But like, just be gentle with yourself. Because if you're going through physical DNA upgrades, again, it's like you're exuding a lot of light. You're very attractive energetically, maybe even physically too, right? Because when we go through DNA upgrades, it does shift our physical biology to an extent. And so it's like you're going to be a lot more powerful. You are going into this phase where you're a lot more powerful, but you're still in the delicate stage of that. So there is a need to be gentle, walk softly, not like walking on eggshells in a bad way, but like a little bit, right? Like walk softly for the time being until everything really solidifies, because you have the bar stool as well. And this can talk to me about stability. Can also be about, they said put on a pedestal. You could be put on a pedestal, group number 2, because of what you've created or the way that your light is shining. People are putting you on a pedestal. And if you're still in the process of upgrading and up-leveling like this, again, I keep feeling this message of like, don't hold back, don't stop, keep moving forward, because you're going in the direction you're meant to be going, but just do it a little delicately at first because you're still kind of getting your legs, right? It's like they're showing me a giraffe that just got born out of the mom and it's got like wobbly legs, you know? It's like you just birthed yourself anew, or you just birthed this new thing and it's still a little wobbly. It's like a first draft of you or this thing. So take it slow, but I see that you're going to get a lot of attention for this, a lot of positive feedback, and it's going to create a lot of good things for you personally in your growth. Your own personal growth. Okay, you've got the burning house. Okay. This symbol is very personal to me. I almost didn't put this in the Oracle deck because it is so personal. And I've talked about this symbol in some other readings before, because I know that I have one deck that was donated to the channel that has an image of a burning house on it. So I've talked about this image before. Basically, it can talk about getting out of a toxic situation. In this case, I'm seeing that you are getting yourself out of a situation that was dysfunctional for you by completely up-leveling yourself. It feels similar to Phoenix energy. It's like you're burning it down and then being reborn. Yeah, they're showing me Fox from Fox the Phoenix from Harry Potter, Dumbledore's Phoenix. He bursts into flames and then he's this little like bald baby bird that comes out of the ashes. And that's what I mean. You are a phoenix. You are strong. You are immortal. That's the infinity sign too. Yeah. You're immortal, group number 2. But in this phase, you need to be gentle because you're a little bit more vulnerable. That's all. So just do things a little delicately, but keep doing what you're doing, because this is a natural cycle in your spiritual evolution and in your personal growth. I keep getting that. You have the Holy Grail, the chalice, the golden chalice. There, its focus is there. I'm still trying to figure out how to hold them up so they focus, because if I hold it here, it doesn't. Anyway, golden chalice. It's like the Holy Grail. Holy Grail DNA and the golden infinity sign and the eggshells. You guys are going through some serious DNA upgrades. You are connecting to the fountain of youth within yourself, and it's going to put out the dysfunctional, toxic fires that were keeping you stuck or unhealthy. And what I'm seeing now is that you're manifesting this infinite wealth of abundance. I just keep... Okay, they're playing, I got the magic stick. Yeah. But I was hearing in my head, actually, that I know that that's the line, but I was hearing, I've got the magic touch. So there's something about having the Midas touch or having magic in everything that you do or create, everything that you put your stamp on or your imprint into, it's going to flourish and grow. But you're just like massively leveling up right now. You're massively leveling up, group number 2. And so you've kind of just got to lay low a little bit, even though you're going through a lot of publicity or I don't know if this is actual publicity, but it's like people want to be in contact with you. People want to connect with you in some way, whatever you're doing. I knew the fountain was going to come out. I was seeing the fountain because this came up in group number 1. And I was seeing the fountain in my mind. Again, I need to learn to just say everything that comes into my mind in a reading because I will filter stuff out. But it always becomes relevant. I don't know why I keep doing that. But anyway, maybe this is a lesson for you too, or what they want me to talk about this, because when I do that, it's because I'm doubting myself and I don't want to put too much into the readings and then like get off track. I want to stay on one linear line of thought. But every time that I see something and then don't say it, it comes up right after. And it's like, Siobhan, just say it. You know this. You know how spirit communicates with you. You know how these all things fit together and everything's connected. So if it's coming up, it is relevant. So this could be about trusting yourself as well. You could be rebirthing yourself. This infinite well of flow and prosperity is available to you. And it's this natural flow that is going to... I just heard increase sales. Okay, I was going to say increase your abundance or increase your capacity to create infinitely. It's like the never-ending well within you it will never run dry. You can just continue to ladle from that and scoop that out. Wishes coming true can be the fountain as well. Wishes coming through. I just heard penny for your thoughts. So this could be an idea that you've had. Yeah, the candle can talk about, like, it's kind of like the Ace of Wands in the tarot. It's like a new idea, something that is lit within you, and you may have like a finite amount of time in which to get this done. Same thing with like a chick that grows up. It's like there's only a period of time that it's a baby. It's inevitable is what they just said. It's inevitable that this thing will grow or that you will grow and evolve from these upgrades that you're going through. The whole... You guys, these cards talk about infinite youth. It's like the fountain of youth, the holy grail within. It's DNA upgrades. It is. It's your soul integrating these codes and those activating the DNA. They just said biogeometry. Ooh, some of you need to look up biogeometry. That was introduced to me by a client that I used to work with. Thank you to that client. You know who you are. And it helps to rebalance the energy in the body. I'm actually wearing some biogeometry right now. This is the ring. So it's got symbols on it that connect to the energy flow in the body. They're not esoteric symbols. They direct the energy in a sense. It's like geometry, how energy flows through different shapes and how that impacts the vital force energy flow in the body and allows the body to heal in a positive way or replicate cells in a positive way. We were talking about cloning in this reading, weren't we? Yeah, it's like infinite reproduction, infinite cellular reproduction. Your telomeres will become stronger. The DNA will break down slower. So it's not like you're aging in reverse necessarily. Maybe, but I'm seeing like you're slowing down the aging process and you're retaining your youth because your energy is aligned. It's flowing well. Infinite well of abundance, they just said. And they were talking about sales earlier. They're bringing me back to that. So there is some kind of a product here that you're creating or that you're connecting to that is going to really open up the floodgates for you in terms of this physical rebirth. Could be biogeometry. Look up Dr. Kareem. Let's see. Vitamins. No way. Yeah, this is very much about the physical body. You're going through a massive upgrade, group number 2. And it's like the energy is going to supplement. The energy is going to help your body to heal and regenerate and rekindle something within you. You're being reborn from the inside out. And I think at the same time that that's going on, you're also creating something physically. Launching something, sales going up, or increase in your financial flow of abundance or prosperity, something that you wished for. They keep giving me that message of like the wishing well or the penny in the fountain and the candles, like setting a prayer. So something that you wished for, something that you prayed for is going to be coming true because it's in alignment, and because you are in alignment, you have created the flow of prosperity towards that thing. Wow. I see you taking care of yourself, group number 2 as well. The burning house, like getting out of toxic situations or releasing or purging toxicity from the body as well. I see you caring for yourself. The vitamins talk about that. Care for yourself. Rest when you need to. Be delicate. Ginger with your body, I just heard. Be ginger. Maybe that actually means eating ginger too. I was seeing it more like being gentle with yourself, going slow when you feel like you need some rest, because body upgrades and DNA stuff is intense. It's like ascension symptoms. They can be quite hard and fast, and then they'll dissipate, and then you'll get like another wave of them as your body is integrating. But eating ginger could be significant here too. That could be something to supplement with. Talk to your doctor. Hashtag not a doctor. Okay, you've got mushrooms. Now, these are kind of like the magical mushrooms. As you can see, they're Technicolor. I love the imagery. But this could, because you have the vitamins and the mushrooms too, this could be talking about supplementing with nootropic mushrooms as well. So like non-psychoactive mushrooms. I take everyday dose every day. It's reishi, chaga, and lion's mane, I think. I can't remember. But there's a combination of different nootropic mushrooms that help the brain to function better. They're showing me in my mind right now, clairvoyantly, that the mushroom chaga, I'm not sure how you pronounce chaga, is really beneficial for DNA and cellular healing. It's also protective of radiation, is what they're showing me. Yeah, because they're showing me the radiation symbol and like a shield. Oh. So using the mushroom chaga, supplementing with that's what they're recommending for you, group number 2. It's going to help you to heal your body. It's going to help you to replenish and regenerate. It's going to help you to think clearer. It's also immunoprotective as well. Immunoprotective. So it helps to boost your immune system. And they gave me the word immunosuppressed or immunosuppressant. So if some of you, your immune system has been down, yeah, they're showing me white blood cells. Okay. You're going to be healing, all right? Because there was something going on in the body that was off, and going through these upgrades or using these recommended things from Spirit is going to help you to heal. Yeah, they're saying supplement. So if you do your research, talk to a doctor, consult a professional. But Spirit is guiding you, if this resonates, to use specifically chaga as a supplement in your diet, because it will help you to heal, your immune system to heal. It will help your body to heal and regenerate itself. And like I said, I have that every day. The brand I use, I'm not affiliated or sponsored. I wish I was sponsored by them, but I'm not, is Everyday Dose. I love their packaging. I love their story. I was drawn to them because I was struggling with ADHD symptoms and brain fog and lack of energy and chronic fatigue and stuff like that. And I found Everyday Dose as like an alternative to ADHD medication. And it didn't solve the problem, but it definitely helped. And I've been using it for a couple of years now, and I love it. It has a little bit of caffeine in it, but not a lot. And most of the clarity of mind comes from the mushrooms. So yeah, it's good for you. You've got the pillar. This is talking about energy pillars and energy activations. So yeah, there's a lot going on at soul level for you, group number 2, in terms of your energy leveling up, your soul leveling up, creating stability. That I wanted to put it here with the bar stool. So it's like there's something that is anchoring or stabilizing within your energetic field, and that is filtering down into the DNA. And that's why Spirit is recommending that you use specific supplements. Oh, I just heard collagen, and they showed me the eggshells in my mind. Yeah, collagen is in eggshells. Wow. Everyday Dose has collagen in it as well. I swear I'm not sponsored. I don't get any money from telling you guys this stuff. I wish I did, because I really would love to promote them. I love their product. But yeah, there's something about collagen, and there is collagen and amino acid stack and chaga in the Everyday Dose, which is why Spirit actually guided me to take that too. And there's something about collagen that will help you to stabilize the physical. They're showing me like a web network in the body. I think that's like fascia. Yeah. Something in the muscles, or that cellular membrane, they said. Never mind. Okay. They're showing me layers of the body, and there's cellular membranes like that all through the body. All the way down to the atomic structure, they're saying. And they're showing me neurons and how they web out like that. They're showing me, yeah, like neural networks, neural nets. Firing differently, the brain working differently, the body healing. This is huge, group number 2. And I just got the song War, huh, ha, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Hippie vibes. I'm getting like hippie vibes, maybe even actually using magic mushrooms to rewire the brain. I've been doing that recently, microdosing. Spirit called me to do that. Not all the time, just every now and then when they tell me. And it helps to rewire the brain, the neural circuitry, and heal the body. Whoa. I feel like your body's been at war with something, group 2. Like, have you been fighting an illness? Do you have some kind of chronic issues? Because I did mention chronic fatigue earlier and immunosuppressant. So there's something about the immune system. Maybe you've been battling against, what are those things called? What are those illnesses called where it's like the immune system attacks itself? Immunocompromised? No, I can't think of the term. But anyway, point being is that if your immune system has not been functioning well, whether it's been low or overactive or whatever the case is, there's something here that you're like going through this massive process of physical, biological healing right now, and it's being anchored in at the spiritual level. And I also see you doing some kind of project, like I said, where it's going to be very successful. You're going to get a lot of growth from that. And maybe that is increasing your, like, the time and energy that you have to dedicate to your body. I see 2 wishes coming true at once: physical healing and like career or financial success. And it's like they're going together, or maybe one is contributing to the other. Yeah, that could be the case. But yeah, there's something that you're healing with the immune system because your DNA is going through this upgrade and you're purging massively. Okay. Oh, there's 2 more. I went to pick up the deck and these 2 are on the bottom. You've got the swamp and the tickets. Both of these came up in group number 1. Yeah, I feel like you're being given the ticket to get out of the swamp energetically. You've been kind of like your DNA was sluggish is what they're showing me. It was all gunked up. There was something gunking up the works energetically or physically, biologically, and it's like you're getting the energy, the time, the money, the knowledge, the supplements that you need. And it's like everything is working together cohesively to create this new way of being. And they just said operating system, a new operating system. And I just looked out the window and the sun just came out randomly. So DNA upgrades activated by the sun could be significant. Solar energy is significant here. The candle flame is talking to me about Kundalini too. So you guys are going through like massive upgrades, you guys, like holy shit. And they're also saying get out in the sun. So if you have not been getting enough vitamin D, and that's not something that you can necessarily supplement, like you can, but your body, even if it's bioavailable vitamin D, it doesn't synthesize it in exactly the same way as it does when you're getting it from natural light. So if you can get it from natural light, get it from natural light, get out in the sun, because there's something about that that's going to help the body heal as well. Look into Florence Nightingale and what she discovered with the power of the sun to heal people. It's very significant. And they started implementing that into hospital wards, but then they stopped for some reason. They should bring that back. Anyway, there's something about like the fire, the flame within that's being ignited, and you're healing, you're regenerating. I just like so powerfully, group number 2, so powerfully. You've got the golden ticket. These are pink, but you've got the golden ticket to really heal. And I just keep like level up. So go do your research, meditate on these things, talk to your guides about it, consult, receive those DNA downloads, go sunbathe for a bit, look into chaga and collagen and light codes and DNA activations, like really, because you're getting notified about this for a reason. Like if this isn't something that you've created that is you're getting hit up for about, like notified for, this could be that spirit is saying, hey, listen to these messages because you're meant to know this. You're meant to get notified about this because it's going to help you heal significantly, group number 2. And you're going to seriously level up from this, like huge upgrades physically, spiritually, in your life. Pillars of support that will build a strong foundation is what they just said. And they showed me the pillar again. Yeah. So pillars of support that are going to hold up an entire empire. They're showing me the Colosseum, or not the Colosseum. What is that one? The Parthenon. Yeah, the Parthenon, something about like ancient knowledge, or yeah, DNA unlocking ancient knowledge within you. I think that's everything. No, they said keep going. Okay. Talk about ancient knowledge. You have Egypt here. The pyramids. Did I mention biogeometry in this group? When I'm channeling, everything's like in one ear, out the other, so I forget. But something about biogeometry, because that's what the pyramids were built on. Not specifically biogeometry, but Dr. Karim is, he is Egyptian. And he studied some of the esoteric symbols. He does talk about the Ankh. Yeah, biogeometry, look that up. Look that up. It's very important for you, group number 2. Yeah, and there's like sacred ancient knowledge to do with energy. They're showing me somebody going into the king's chamber. Something about an alignment with Sirius as well. I'm pretty sure the pyramids were aligned to Sirius A and B, or the Orion system. The Lion's Gate could be significant. Unlocking the secrets of the Sphinx, they said. There's so much esoteric stuff here, and it's all connected to your DNA. Up-leveling. Whoa. Yeah, look, you've got the prism. The rainbow body. Clearing the prism. Because like we are the prism. Light comes through and then fractalizes or refracts into the light spectrum. That's why we have the rainbow body of the chakra system. So the clearer that you get your body, the more accurate the light flowing through it will be. The more infinite it will be. They just said, yeah, they're bringing me back to infinity again. Holy crap. What are you guys doing, group number 2? You guys are going through some massive upgrades right now. Rest, integrate, heal, supplement, relax. When you feel inspired to create something, create, because you are going to be seriously channeling some massive, massive downloads here. You're unlocking so many codes within your DNA, group number 2. It's insane. Huge, huge. Ancient wisdom, ancient constructs. This is, I'm like losing my words because I'm like, this is huge. This is so huge, because it is. It's huge. No friggin' way. You've got the, that's what it, you guys, I'm getting so excited that I can't even speak. 4-leaf clover, horseshoe, and the golden hand. You are so freaking lucky. And it's not luck. And I've talked about this in other readings as well. Luck is just alignment. So as you're getting into spiritual alignment, you're manifesting things in a very, very synchronized and magical way, because you are flowing with the divine. You've got the magic touch. You've got the magic in you. You've got the Midas touch, because everything is coming from the divine. It's like coming straight through you, group number 2. To you and through you, and then out into the world. So create, integrate, rest, and recuperate. Create, integrate, rest, recuperate, heal, up level, expand, be divine. That is what I see for you, group number 2. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for being here and letting me explore this new deck that I've created. So if you guys didn't see it in the intro, this is the new deck that I am publishing, called the Synchronicities Oracle. All the cards are from that. It's 130 cards in the Oracle deck. I am going to have it available for pre-order through my website, which the link will be in the description box below this video. It will depend on how many orders I get. I'm thinking I should be able to have them all shipped out within within about 3 months, I'm hoping, but I'll keep you guys updated as we go along. This is the first time I'm self-publishing, never done this kind of thing before, so kind of like bear with me, thank you. But I'm really excited about it, and this was a divinely guided idea that Spirit downloaded to me and really pushed me to do and to get out. So here I am, following that guidance, and I feel like you guys are going to be getting downloads like that as well. So follow your intuition, okay? Again, thank you guys for being here. I love you, and we will see you in the next reading. Bye. All right. Hi, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the astronaut card, and this is from my new deck, the Synchronicities Oracle. If you guys are interested in hearing more about it, stick around to the end. Okay. So you guys chose the astronaut. I feel like you guys are launching into outer space, or you're kind of like entering into some kind of a vacuum, because they just gave me this image of an astronaut in space, and space is a vacuum. No sound. light will penetrate it, but it's like everything is kind of like sucked out of it. What is that about? You're like floating in a vacuum. Feels kind of to me energetically like the void. I did a reading on the void in the members or on the member side of the channel, but there's something about like you're in the void space. You're kind of just like floating in nothingness. Something is like vacuumed out of your life, and there's this void that is going to bring something else in, because what does the universe do? If there's a vacuum, if there's an empty space, it will fill it. It will create something. That's just the nature of polarity. That's the nature of balance. So there's something that it's kind of like you've been floating outside of your comfort zone for a time, group number 3, and there's something that's going to come in. I'm also seeing exploration. So it's like walking on the moon. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. So this is something that you are exploring, something new that you may be doing. It's like you've been in this void space, this liminal zone. They just said liminal zone. All right. So Spirit's talking about you being in this void, this in-between space. But it's like you're discovering something there, even if it's a little outside your comfort zone or it's outside of your element. Because humans, we're not built to be in space. That's why we created spacesuits, right? But there's something about exploring and expanding your horizons, or being able to see beyond what was previously available. Yeah, they're saying beyond the horizon, and they're showing me like these space balloons that go up and you can see the entire Earth. So it's like you are getting a much bigger, broader, vaster perspective than you've ever had before. And this is allowing you to discover something or to be the first at doing something in a new way. They're giving me a countdown in my head, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. So you're going to be launching into outer space, or you're going to be launching into a new expedition in your life, or maybe this could even be literally launching something. Like when we launch something, it's like premiering a product or a new service or something like that. We launch it, right? So you're launching something, group number 3, and I'm getting Pisces energy. I have a Pisces sign that my mom drew for me on the wall, and my eye keeps being drawn to it. Every time I look back at something else, it keeps being drawn back there. So Pisces energy could be significant. This is 12th house. You might have Pisces in your chart, but I'm feeling like the 12th house is significant with the spaceman, because the 12th house in astrology rules the liminal space. It rules the subconscious. It rules the void. It rules everything beyond what we can see, touch, and feel. And it's very psychic, it's very intuitive, it's very spiritual, very highly connected. So there's something here, maybe you're receiving some kind of divine inspiration that is coming through this liminal space where you're just kind of like hanging out in the void. So meditate, group number 3, is that I think that's going to be really helpful. If you meditate more, you're going to receive something. The 12th house also rules isolation and being kind of like separated or segregated from the rest of the world. And who is more separated from the rest of the world than an astronaut floating in space? You know, it's like being completely separated, but at the same time, you're able to observe it all and have this vast perspective. Again, 12th house is the last house in the zodiac wheel, and it's got a little bit of every single sign in it. So there's something about really expanding the knowledge base that you have. It's like your mind is growing. They're showing me like the Grinch. Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes that day, but it's like your mind is growing 10 sizes. You are expanding your consciousness is honestly what it feels like. Meditation, I think, is going to be very significant for you, group number 3. Okay, we just pulled a bunch more cards, so let's explore. Let's dive deeper. Oh, they just started playing that song in my head. Was it called Rolling in the Deep? Not Rolling in the Deep. That's Adele. What you know about rolling down in the deep when there's something in, like an astronaut in the ocean. Yes, that's what I was. The ocean is Pisces. The subconscious mind, the liminal space. What? Yeah, they're showing me an overlay clairvoyantly. Like when I'm looking at this card, I'm seeing the astronaut, but I'm also seeing a diver. You know, like those old school diving suits with the big metal helmet? and the airline. So it's like you're diving deep into something, but you're also like expanding out into this galactic consciousness. This is really big, group number 3. What are you doing? Talk about ocean stuff. You've got the sextant. This is what sailors would use. Some of them still do use it today, but we have GPS now, so it's not as needed. But the sextant was used to track the point in the heavens and the point on the horizon, and then you would calculate the difference and be able to plot your course. Okay, we have the ocean and the heavens, space and the water. Both of these cards have referenced that now. Whoa. Group number 3, this feels really, really profound. Really profound. You've got the darts. These can talk about hitting your mark or aiming, focusing. Trajectory, they gave me the word trajectory. They're showing me laser beams, laser focus, trajectory, aiming, launching something. Again, launching, yeah. Going in the right direction. That's what the sextant talks about too. Exploration, sextant. I feel like you guys are seriously expanding your mind. Like your consciousness is just exponentially whoa. Okay, you've got the I'm getting so excited. I love my cards. You have the pyramids and the Sphinx here. So Egypt energy, ancient chem. Yeah, I see you. You're deep diving, group 3. Whatever you're doing, you are deep diving into the unknown, into the ancient realms. You're deep diving into the galaxy. I'm seeing like Lyran, Syrian energy being significant here, Orion. I feel like you're really bringing awareness to some galactic themes or galactic lineage. If you guys are interested in that, I do have a series called Starseed Origins on my old channel, To Kitty and Beyond. I did Akashic readings for years, and I worked specifically in the Akash through people's soul streams to discover a lot of information about starseeds and the galaxy. And I don't know everything, but I really was fascinated by that for quite a time. So if you're interested, check that out. I'll try to remember to link it below. You've got the 4-leaf clover. So good luck, good fortune, manifesting. St. Patrick's Day I just heard as well. Something about St. Patrick's Day could be significant. These are technically timeless readings, but I am filming this on March 13th. So St. Patrick's Day is like this weekend. It's on March 17th. I'm not sure when this video is going to air, but something about St. Patrick's Day is significant here. Oh, and you've also got the horseshoe. So good luck, good fortune. I feel like you're receiving a lot. The horseshoe just looked like a bowl to me, and it was like there's energy pouring into it. So I feel like you're receiving a lot from the divine, and it's going to be very lucky and put you on the right path or in the right direction. Information they gave me. Yeah, they just said information, sacred information or knowledge, unlocking for you. You have the golden thumbs up. Group number 2 just had these 3 symbols, the clover, the horseshoe, and the golden thumbs up symbol. So I do feel like you guys you're expanding, and it's very, I feel like you're getting the divine thumbs up. Like spirit is saying like, good job. You've just significantly leveled up your consciousness, or you're about to in some way. No, I feel like you have. I feel like you've been working on this for a while now, group 3. So this isn't something brand new. Although you've reached new heights is what they just said. Okay. Yeah, but you've been working on this for a while. Like it's like, yeah, they're showing me an astronaut in training. You know, you got to like train that you won't pass out from G-force. You got to learn to do a lot of different skills. You've got to learn to regulate your nervous system so you don't freak out. So much training that you've been going through. And now you're ready to launch. You're like ready to actually go into space. Wow. You've been approved for launch. You've been chosen. You're a chosen one, group number 3. You're a chosen one. Wow. The world. What is this? You've got the globe here. So yeah, it's like, that's what I was seeing before. You're going to be seeing the world from this vantage point that you've never seen it from before, because you're achieving new heights or states of consciousness. This could talk about travel, literal travel too, because this globe is falling right underneath the Egypt card on my table. So in the spread, it's like, these 2 things could be connected. You could be drawn to travel physically. Globetrotter, I just heard. Globetrotter. Yeah. Exploration. Luck. Approval. Maybe you're getting approved for a travel visa, a work visa, a passport, some kind of exploration or like space program. Like I recently saw an ad on my YouTube come up around like these space voyages that they're selling for like $125,000, or they're going to be in the future. And it's like these space balloon pod things, and you like pay this amount of money and then you like slowly go up and then you're in space and you can look down on the earth and then you come back down. That's kind of, I think, the metaphor for what they're showing me right now. Who knows? Maybe if you're a millionaire in the future, you'll be able to do that. Like, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to do that. That kind of freaks me out. But there's something about that. It's like you're raising up so high, higher than you've ever raised before. And you're able to really like travel or expand. Yeah. You have wedding cake. Wedding cake. I heard the word achievement. Tiers. They're showing me the tiers of the cake as well. So it's like you've been building on this for a while. It is a major achievement. And there's something very lucky about this that you're going to be receiving, group number 3. Like there's something, I'm getting like an opportunity, or this level up in some way is going to ascend. I'm hearing the word ascension. Yeah, you're going through a massive phase of your ascension process. Divine union could be part of that, traveling to be with a partner or traveling with a partner. You could be going on a honeymoon, getting engaged, married, and then traveling the world. Something like that could be significant as well, or be part of this indirectly or directly. You have the snake, the coiled snake, and the Buddha. Kundalini energy I just got from that. Oh yeah, that'll launch you right out of the seat of your pants. Whoa. I mean, since the wedding cake is here, and I did just mention relationships, unions, if this is a twin flame counterpart situation, when you come together like that, it will launch you completely out of your pants, because the Kundalini that's activated within a divine union is like nothing. I've never experienced it. Spirit has showed me kind of like the gist of it, and it's really, really, really powerful, and it's highly spiritual. It unlocks a lot of ancient coding in the DNA, a lot of ancient power is what they just said, ancient power. It's like the power within the self gets fully turned on. And so that creates a lot of good luck and blessings and this golden yes from the universe. So there's a lot of good stuff that I'm seeing here for you, group number 3. Oh my God. Okay, they keep directing me back to the Pisces sign. What is this about, Spirit? Why do you keep showing me that? The two fish, the two polarities. Right. Hierogamic union. If this is not a literal union with another person, this could be about that inner hierogamic union, merging the polarities within the self, and that launching you up to outer space, metaphorically speaking, through this spiritual ascension, inner ascension. They're showing me South America on the globe. South America could be significant. Traveling that continent. You have the bookshelf. And this one is kind of like, it's like handmade. So you're building something. Shelves are used to store knowledge, right? It's like books and things like that. So this feels like you're building a whole new reservoir to store information or knowledge. Or you're expanding your capacity to receive and expand your knowledge base. Something like that. And it's going to be very lucky. So whatever you're building is going to be very good. Very good. You have the cave. So coming out of your cave is going to be significant here, group number 3, group number 3. It's going to be very significant. And you know the analogy of the cave, what is that from? Was that Plato or there was an ancient philosopher who talked about the story of the cave. And it is a parable about expansion of the consciousness, exiting the matrix, getting out of mental constructs. So group number 3, I'm seeing some massive upgrades and up levels in your state of awareness, your state of consciousness, and your physical embodiment as a result as well. You've got the pillar. Yeah, this came up in group 2 as well. So the pillar can talk about light pillar activations in the DNA. Can also be about, okay, we got 2 more there as well that are really, really calling energetically. Pillars, it's pillars of consciousness, pillars of knowledge. Yeah, it's like pillars of light that you anchor in. Yeah, I would recommend watching group number 2 as well, because we were talking a lot about DNA upgrades and stuff there, and you have 2 more cards from theirs as well. You've got the Holy Grail, the Golden Chalice, and the vitamins. So I'm not going to talk more about these here. I would recommend just watching group 2, because we went really in depth into that. And I feel like you guys and that reading are meant to be seen as one, or meant to be read together, or seen in that way, because it's like they're the same. They're talking about the same thing, but just in different contexts or different ways. So there's additional information for you there, group number 3. Okay, let's get a couple more. But yeah, I'm just like blown away by the energy that your energy is giving right now in this reading, group number 3. You're going through something so huge, so transformational, that it's like you're not really ever going to be the same. It's like once you see that, you can't unsee it. And they're showing me the scene in Contact, one of my favorite movies. Okay, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's amazing. Jodie Foster, is that her name, or is it Helen Hunt? I always get those 2 mixed up. Anyway, she's in the spacecraft and she's getting launched through this wormhole, and then she gets spat out of this vortex, and she's in space, and she sees nebulas and galaxies and stars and planets all for the first time, real, like in her face. And she's like, no words should have sent a poet. This is going to be so profound, group number 3. I feel it through my body. And if I'm only getting like a fraction, a tenth of what you're going to experience, this is going to be huge. This is going to be mind-blowing. This is going to be a transformation that you've never experienced before. Nothing like this. Nothing ever would come close to this. It is something that will change your life. It is something that will change your perspective on the world. Your consciousness is just never going to be the same, but in the best possible way. It's like once you've been to space, like once you've seen something like that, it will change you for the rest of your life, because you have gone beyond the bounds of what normal humans have consciousness of. It's like only a very select few have this level of awareness embodied in the physical. And that's why I did say chosen ones, didn't I? Earlier in the reading? Yeah, I think so. It was in this group. Yeah. So this is what it means to be a chosen one. It means that you are given access to higher states of consciousness and the responsibility that comes along with that. That's another reason why I recommend watching the movie Contact, because it has a lot of really powerful archetypal messages around her stepping into this role of responsibility, because she has this higher destined purpose that she's meant to speak out on these things. And she's a truth seeker, and she's a voyager of the mind, and she's in her integrity, and she sticks to that. It is like I said, one of my favorite movies of all time, Contact. I think it was based on a book. I've never actually read the book, which is rare. Usually I'm more like I read the book first and then watch the movie. But they were showing me movies and books in the bookcase as well, by the way. So there's no coincidences that that's coming back up in the reading. I just saw 2002 on the recording time, 2002. So mirroring numbers, again, mirror principles, divine counterparts, balance. But 2002 and 2 p.m. I just looked over at my water bottle, and 2 p.m. really stuck out to me. Can you see that? 2 p.m. Ready, go, it says. Ready, go. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like ready, set, go. And then you launch. Maybe it's like 2 p.m. in 2002. Something about 2002 could be like an activation code for you, or it could be relevant. But anyway, or a movie that came out in 2002, because we were talking about movies. Movies and books have a lot of activation codes in them, you guys. I don't know if that's for everyone, but I know Spirit uses that to communicate with me, because I'm an avid consumer of those things. Like, I love movies, I love video games, I love stories in all of their different forms. So spirit will use that. My higher self, will use that to plant codes that unlock these things. So I'm seeing movies and TV shows and books being significant, and it's like it adds to your repertoire of knowledge. Or maybe you're going to be creating those things. Not sure. Fortune cookie. You're getting all the good luck symbols though. You've got the horseshoe, the 4-leaf clover, you've got the fortune cookie. Oh, they said your fortune will be revealed. Your fortune will be revealed. Something that was kept hidden from you, but was always destined to be there. No, they're showing me like Schrodinger's cat, which is a thought experiment around observation and the effect that has on reality. So when we're talking about like atomic level void space stuff and timelines and all that, it is very much about your current state of consciousness, because your current state of consciousness will dictate what you create, what you experience in your reality, what is perceivable to you. So there's something about, because they showed me Schrodinger's cat and the fortune in the fortune cookie being blank until you open it and look at it. Whoa. But it's like it was always written on it. This is so bizarre. They're giving me this message that the destiny was always written there, but it was blank destiny. And it was like you were destined to create this destiny. So it's like meta level destiny. Destined to create a destiny. Whoa. I don't even know how that works. This is like next level reading. Okay. You have the incense and the teeth with the braces. So this talks to me about getting into spiritual alignment. Doing some realignment could be significant here. I did mention my old channel, To Kitty and Beyond, where the type of readings that I did were soul realignment readings. That was the modality Spirit called me to, very synchronistically. They started, like, I'll give you a bit of a breakdown on how I started doing Akashic readings. First of all, I was led to Reiki, and Reiki activated my clairs. Like, all of them started coming online: clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, claircognizance, etc. And then from there, I started being able to see into past lives and into galactic origins just doing Reiki for people. So when I would connect to their energy and provide healing, I would see all of these things. And then I didn't know what that was about. And so I kind of had to like learn a system of communicating with spirit in that way. And then they started bringing me Akashic things. So people started gifting me Akashic books, like reading the Akashic library and opening to channel and other Akashic topics. And then they started pumping Akashic promotions and ads and stuff onto my Instagram and my YouTube feeds. Like, this was years ago. And I still didn't know really what it was. I hadn't dove into it, but it just like, it was so insistent. I couldn't ignore it. And finally my intuition was like, you need to take this course. And at the time I didn't have the money, and I was like humming and hawing about it. And my intuition was like, you need to do this. And I was like, okay. So I went through with it, learned soul realignment. I'm still technically a soul realignment practitioner, but I don't offer the readings publicly anymore. It blasted me open to whole new states of consciousness and new ways of seeing and what I was receiving clairvoyantly and being able to put the pieces of the puzzle together. So there's something about alignment here for you. Soul alignment could be significant, realignment or soul realignment, the actual modality. I've got links to it if you guys are interested in the description box below. There's a free webinar where you can go to register for it, the course if you want to, if you feel called, and some discounts, I think, as well. So if you use those affiliate links, it benefits me. It also benefits you. But yeah, there's something about alignment here. Getting into spiritual alignment is what unlocks this and expands your consciousness exponentially. Okay, we've got 3 more, and I think that'll be it. This is such an intense reading. I'm going to need to like ground after this, go for a walk. I was just talking about puzzle pieces, okay? Putting the pieces of the puzzle together. That's what they're talking about here. Group number 3 is that you're going to be getting some major key players in this puzzle of reality, And you're going to be seeing this huge, bigger picture that you never ever saw before. And it's like you're never going to be able to unsee it in like the best possible way. The scarab. Didn't we have the Egypt card in your reading too? Yeah, we did. So Egypt, something about Egypt, I just heard immortality. Yeah. Immortality. Immortality. And you have the champagne bottle and the champagne glass. So group number 3, you're going to be celebrating this massive level up. They're showing me somebody christening a boat. You know when they like smash a bottle on a boat for good luck? To maiden voyage. Launch. Maiden voyage. Yes. Quest for the Holy Grail. I'm seeing quest for the Holy Grail being significant. And it's like you're being anointed. They said anointed. Yes. Chosen one. You're being anointed. You're being christened. That's what they christen boats with, bottles. Christening. But this isn't like a religious christening. This is like a soul, spiritual christening with divine, they said divine substance. Some previous readings, there was information coming about the through readings about the Christ oil. Like this oil that comes, this nectar that comes through the pineal gland and activates internal replenishment, DNA regeneration and healing. And I just saw energy spark right there in front of me. I see orbs with my actual eyes, like sparks of light, orbs, shadow figures and stuff sometimes too. So I see a lot clairvoyantly, but I also see a lot physically. And you could be activating your consciousness to that state or beyond that state, group number 3. I am seeing DNA, they're saying DNA reclamation. They gave me the word reclamation. So you're reclaiming some codes in your DNA, you're healing and you're expanding because the DNA and the consciousness are they're the same thing. Yeah. There's something about polarity because they're bringing me back to hierogamic union. The Merkaba is significant here. They just showed me that clairvoyantly. Merkaba. Okay. Oh, the Merkaba activates the light body, and that's how you travel through time and space. That's like your spacesuit. Merkaba activation, hierogamic union within the self, helps you to activate your light body to be able to travel through space and to see these higher perspectives. I remember, I have a memory that I recalled and activated within my DNA of when I was outside the planet. It's such a visceral memory for me. I was outside the planet. I was like hovering above the earth and I was in this light spaceship. That's what it looked like. It was like a spaceship made out of light and it was emanating from me. Like I was creating it and I was in it at the same time. And I was out in space and I was looking down at earth and I remember being like, all right, let's go. And I like shot myself into this beam of light, or I created, or I like morphed into this beam of light. And then I was like in my mom's belly as a child. It was crazy. Yeah. And I still remember what that alien version of me looked like. I was tall and I had blonde hair and big blue eyes, kind of like an anime character. I was Pleiadian in the previous lifetime, or future, depending on the perspective. Time's all relative. But anyway, I feel like this is you're going to be doing some kind of like starseed activation of consciousness or galactic consciousness expansion, or you're activating the Merkaba, healing and reclaiming the DNA, unlocking these puzzle pieces, seeing the bigger picture, reclaiming eternal life. That's what they said, reclaiming eternal life. Your eternal spirit is being reborn, they just said. Holy shit. Group 3, this is like, you are coming out of the cave. You are coming out of the cave. You're being reborn. This is really big. And I like clapped, but I want to like clap for you. Congratulations. Like you are getting celebrated in the divine right now. Your spirit team, the angels, all of the beings of light are like, yes, because this is what it's all about, right? This is what we're here to do to support the ascension process of humanity, is to ascend ourselves. As within, so without. It's a collective thing. And we're connected to the collective. Grid work could be important too. Final message here, group 3. I'm getting grid work is important. So if you are called to travel, or if you are drawn to or have references to specific locations, even if you're not called to travel there or visit or whatever, you're anchoring light into different grid points on the earth. Yeah. Okay. And those unlock things within your DNA as well, is what they just told me. Okay, I need to go like replenish my energy now, but that's the reading that I have for you, group number 3. So profound. If you guys are interested in the Synchronicities Oracle and getting this deck for yourself, I will have it available for pre-order through my website, which is linked in the description box below. Hopefully it will take, hopefully it won't take that long. It depends on how many orders we get, how long it's going to take. If I get less orders, it will take longer because I want to get to a certain order threshold to make sure that the pricing doesn't get ridiculous. To be able to produce all of these decks and then ship them out, I want to keep the price point affordable for you guys and also for me. So we're going to hopefully get at least a certain sort of threshold of orders, and then I'm aiming for like 3 months or so to be able to get all of the orders out. But I'll keep you guys updated. So pre-order is in the link below. Thank you so much, guys. I love and appreciate every single one of you and your support here on the channel, and we'll see you in the next reading.